This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets. Workbook Nuggets was written to be a commentary or study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading the book's full commentary on today's workbook lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some impromptu thoughts and comments on today's lesson and my commentary. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 19, January 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. The lesson tells us that, quote, minds are joined, and that there, quote, are no private thoughts. It acknowledges that this can be an uncomfortable realization. But there is an insight which makes this not only tolerable, but welcome. When minds are joined at their core, they don't see differences or distasteful things about each other. They see oneness and love. The sharing of thoughts is only uncomfortable in the illusion which we presently call our lives. Thinking with the mind, the workbook is teaching you to remember the one self or mind of Christ. You will perceive only truth. Yes, there is work to be done before we can think from this inner core rather than our egos, but that is why you are doing the workbook. On some level, you know that, or else you would not be working with the course. We are not alone in experiencing the effects of our thoughts. This really is not too surprising. We have all felt the immediate effects of someone angry or joyful entering a room. But the real importance of this insight in terms of the course comes from the fact that you have two types of thoughts: ordinary worldly thoughts and thoughts you think with God. Recall that the thoughts that you think with God are the thoughts you think from the perspective of the one self, which we all share, the mind of Christ. Because we are all one self at our very core, which is the home of our real and eternal thoughts, all our real and eternal thoughts are obviously shared. When the Course takes us to this point, we will have left separation, striving, and conflict of the ego behind. When you are conscious from the perspective of the one self, someone's gain is not another's loss, because we have remembered our common humanity. We have remembered our real shared thoughts. We have remembered love. We are not alone in experiencing the effects of our thoughts because we are one.